Hello, welcome back to Divinities. Going to get you guys weekly reading out solar eclipse coming in Cancer on July 12th, which is Thursday. Big stuff, big energy, new moon energy times 10 just blowing up. Y'all better get ready. Y'all better get ready because emotions are going to be flying everywhere. I'm trying to tell you. Going to use your vision. I'm going to use my Vision Quest tarot deck as usual, and then I have a special edition, this Oracle card that I'm going to pull at the end of your reading just to wrap up this whole thing, because this is big energy. We got to get some clarification and some good. I'm not an astrologer, but I do follow my astrology, so you guys just check with an astrologer, look at your charts about yourselves. But definitely understand that it's coming in Cancer. And so the energy of Cancer is relationships and emotions. So that's all you water signs are. And so because this is a sister sign of yours, expect to feel this energy as well very intensely coming into this. And to come up making you deal with emotions, Cancer. All right. This is for my Scorpio stuff. The new moon is in Cancer. So we're going to do your 9-card spread, and we're going to see what your energy is doing this week. And then I'm going to pull that Oracle card for you and give you a very special message. All right, Cancer. 9-card. I'm sorry. I keep saying Cancer. This is for my Scorpios. 9-card Scorpio. Don't worry. I ain't mixing it up. The moon, I'm telling you, pleasure is at the bottom of the deck. Let's see how that correlates. All right, Cancer. Oh, I'm so sorry. Scorpio. Don't worry, it's going to come out right. Father of Fire is out first. Scorpio. Father of Fire is out. This is about taking action. Taking action. The king of taking action. He ain't even got to think too hard, because what I did notice about this card, and I love the spirit that's up there, I would always say he's relying on his intuition. The fire is there already, but his intuition is up by these spirit creatures. I don't know how clearly you can see this on the camera, but the spirit is at the top that leads him and guides him. But next to that bull there, that is actually representing the strength of his intuition and how he knows to react, it's given to him. There is a woman riding on a horse up there. And a lot of action needs the balance of, because action is a masculine trait. So it needs the balance of the feminine to even that action out, to balance that fire out, because what's up there is a freedom riding woman riding on a horse in the spirit world. So she is his balance. And this plays out in the physical world as well. Sometimes we need the balance of male and female energy sometimes in our lives. So whether you are male or female Scorpio, this balance and this action taken has to be balanced in order for it to be successful. As the pleasure card was on the bottom for you, this is what brings the most pleasure to the situation. Situations in our life that we are needing to take action on to move forward, to make our goals and dreams come true. So just proceeding with the wisdom of that masculine and taking the action, but still having the nurturing quality in us. That's how you want to be as the Father of Fire. All about jumping into action and using his instincts, goes after it just off of impulse. But sometimes you want to think about others' feelings, and that's where that female power is up there balancing that action out to me. So just having those both in you. This is some area where we're not feeling complete at. Something is blocking, us from feeling how we should be feeling. Something's not making you feel pleasure, and that's why that's out. This feeling hopefully is about to change with that eclipse, because right next to that is the Father of Water. This is y'all. Come on, this is y'all best and greatest of y'all water signs when you are at your best, when you are operating on your highest vibration, when you are just living life as you should and feeling like you're operating on your highest self. This is controlling all emotions. That's why he's standing in this water. Water is always emotions. And that's why I say this eclipse is going to be about your emotions. This is about happily dealing with your emotions, being a complete person on the inside. Like I said, maybe the balancing of the masculine, feminine emotions inside of ourselves. We want to be strong, but we want to have the nurturing quality. Well, we're supposed to have both and know when to use both as individuals, because this is what makes us fair. This is what makes us treat people well. So yeah, as a Scorpio, you should definitely be operating on a father of water level. This is who he's happy to share and express and be compassionate and nurture people and give them what they need. That's who he is as the father of water. So be boss at your element. If you're going to feel the best about yourself, then you should be the father of water. You should embody that energy as a water sign. Lots of water on the table. 3 of water is out, and this is about reaching the peak, getting all of your, this is a celebratory card. This is about rejoicing, your happiness, your fulfillment. You're rejoicing, it's time to toast, celebrate, because it's coming to you once you take control of your emotions. That's how you get to this peak. Controlling your emotions and understanding them and taking action behind how we feel about stuff, because this is not out for no reason. You can feel it all day long, but if there's no actions taken, and you're blocked. You're blocked. And what are you blocked from? Your pleasure, your fullness. So that's what that's about up there. Here, come on, all this water. 7 of water, the access. This is the release of those emotions that no longer serve you purpose in your life. Let those things go, because those things need to flow out in order for you to get to your pleasure and your fullness. The rejoicing comes after the release, after you let those things go. Those things needed to be gone because they were emotionally draining to you, quite possibly things that made you feel this way. The Lover's card is out. So if this action is about, and this, if these 2 kings are over a love situation here in my relationship, same thing. So whether it applies to a job, where you're feeling, like you don't want to be there anymore, you feeling a little held back. Why am I not getting the money I want? Well, I need you to understand that emotion as father of water, as father of fire. Take action on it so that you don't feel blocked anymore, so that you get the results that you want. That's how it works. The release of the bad emotions, the things that makes us feel bad, releasing those things gets you what you want, whether it be money, job related, whether it be relationship, love related. So it's all up to you, Scorpio, right now about the actions you take. These are your 2 ways to handle it. You can be these 2 kings and unblock, or you cannot be these 2 kings but it's going to block your happiness, your pleasure. Guess what you need? A little bit of wisdom behind it, a little bit of faith in your ability to handle it. Maybe you need to talk to somebody older, but I feel like this is about you coming into your good sense, your type of grandma feeling, just the wiser you, the wiser older version of you. So whether you're male or female, don't pay attention to the gender. It's about the wisdom that we know comes off of a grandmother. So if that's the energy you want to embody, the wisdom, because you want to be smart enough to know you want to go towards your pleasure, obviously, and not towards whatever is blocking your pleasure. So it's just about having the wisdom and the know-how to, not worry about what others think, not worry about what anybody says. This is what I need to do. This is how I feel. First of all, it's recognizing how you feel with Father of Water, those emotions. And this is the action I'm going to take behind those feelings. And I know I'm going to be happy at the end of that. I'm going to have my love at the end of that. So this is clear insight for you. Clear insight for you, Scorpio, that's what needs to be done. And the last card out in your spread was the Medicine Woman. She heals herself. More water. She heals herself from the inside out, which is going in there and dealing with your emotions. If you don't deal with your emotions, Scorpio, you're blocking your own happiness and your pleasure. Somewhere in there is some issue emotionally for you. I'm seeing that all over your spread. There's water all over the place. And let me tell you about this new moon about to rock your world emotionally, because it is in Cancer. This is why it's in Cancer. It's in Cancer. I'll pull a couple of clarifiers before I go to your oracle card. But that new moon in Cancer is going to pinpoint those areas of change that are needed to propel us forward as better people. So in your case, Scorpio, it is about going in and accessing, I want to say analyzing, more so analyzing your own emotional state. That's what that's about. How do you deal with your emotions? I saw a card pop over. I didn't keep it, but if it's meant to be, it'll come back out. How do you deal with your emotions, Scorpio? Maybe it's something that you're not comfortable dealing with. Son of Earth is out. Son of Earth gathers. He brings in all the harvest. He goes out and, figuratively as Native Americans. Okay, so we planted, the produce is grown, and now I'm going to go out and reap the harvest. He puts it in a basket and he brings it to the villagers happily because he's ready to share it. It's more the energy you want to have. If that's not emotionally you, if you're not a giver, because he's a giver, that type of energy there. He's a giver. So maybe some of y'all are dealing with, maybe being a little selfish. This is a giver. This is a giver. So if you are not dealing with emotions because you're used to taking and not giving, that eclipse is going to come along and show you something about yourself. It holds that mirror up so that we see clearly what needs to be changed for ourselves. And this is coming out as well. That's the daughter of Earth and the mother of Earth. So it's about family. It's about feelings. It's about emotions. It's about relationships. And that's where you need to delve into. To mostly our first line of emotions comes through our family lines, our nurturing from our mother. And if we miss that, if there was some area in there that didn't go well for us, sometimes we close off our emotions. So it's just asking you as the medicine woman, which was a good card out for you, Scorpio, if you are learning to deal with emotions. That's the best place to go back and analyze and research why you have a blockage somewhere when it comes to dealing with your own emotions. Why? Because your security is in dealing with your own emotions. You are feeling held back emotionally. Emotionally, you are not in touch somewhere. You are not in touch emotionally. And so that is the area that this eclipse most likely is going to touch. It's going to pinpoint those areas in your life. And accumulation is out last. So dealing with your emotions, addressing them, and then taking action on them towards your happiness brings you accumulation. It brings you the money you wanted. It brings you the love you wanted. It brings you the joy and the happiness that you wanted. So that is a heavy message for you going to come this week, Scorpio, about your emotions. About your emotions. This is the Isis Oracle deck. Shout out, CC. Shout out. I love this deck. It's so beautiful. And the messages are just deep. The messages are deep. Who they give it to you? And I read from the Oracle. It's a long message. So let's get these shuffled. We want the pure Oracle message for Scorpio. Oracle message. Isis Oracle message. I mean, they give it to you. And I mean, it's a beautiful message always. It's always what you need to hear at the moment you need to hear it. So let's see what the Oracle message is, Scorpio, for you this week. All right. Magic and ritual. These are really glossy, so it puts a glare. But she's beautiful with her Maya wings. Magic and ritual. Crafting sacred practice. Let's see what this is about for you. Last message for Cancer came out so beautiful. I was just blown away. Magic and ritual 102. All right, Scorpio. Effect in the external world can be created through inner practice. Magic and ritual can support your divine path now in the physical world, and you are encouraged to enhance your power with regular practice. The results that you experience will encourage you to continue with the practice as you grow in power, grace, love, ability, and wisdom, and apply your inner beauty to transform your outer world. For us to grow, Empowered and potent on a path of ancient feminine power, we need to honor our knowing and being and cultivate sacred practice. Sacred practice becomes the habit of growing our spiritual power and consciousness, like a garden needing regular care and watering to blossom and flourish our inner garden of the soul, where our creativity, joy, spiritual gifts, and bliss bubble away, also needs regular attention. Coming to our practice takes strength and inner will. Even though it can feel amazing, we still have to wake up, set aside time, and discipline ourselves to show up for our own inner growth. We will reap the benefits when we do, but we must allow ourselves to fall in love with our practice, to craft something that really speaks to us so that we want to do it. The desire and the discipline together help us engage with our practice regularly. And we can grow so fast, it can be quite shocking. When an initiate shows particular promise, higher guidance will often encourage that they develop a regular practice to hone their spiritual and creative abilities and more fully manifest their divine potential. They will grow faster and stronger spiritually and be able to step into spiritual healing and leadership in greater effect. You are one such soul, dear initiate, and you are being guided to prepare for this growth and authority now with your sacred practice. This oracle is guidance that you do have great power and wisdom within you, but you need to provide channels for it to flow and be active and empowered in your physical life. Sacred practice is such a channel. Without these channels, the ego is left to create on its own, which is not much fun at all. The ego believes in fear and separation, and no matter how much it may want to feel love, bliss, connection, joy, and fulfillment, it really cannot do it without your spiritual presence in life. Ritual and magic as a form of sacred practice are recommended for you as a way to bring more spiritual presence into your waking life, to heal and support the ego as you learn to create a life that feels better and brings you and others more fulfillment. Sacred practice and magic and ritual may involve any of the guided exercises in this oracle. Choose what feels good for you and experiment with what might be a regular pattern of practice for you. You are worth the effort. Remember, effort you do put in will be repaid to you in wonderful benefits many, many times over. Once you experience these effects, and it might only take a day or a week or two for the effect to show itself, you will be more committed to continue. The effects are cumulative. As you continue to practice, the positive effects continue to grow. If you have recently started sacred practice, this oracle is confirmation that it is working well for you, or you should not give up if you are not seeing the results that you had hoped for. They are coming to you fast. This oracle is also confirmation that if you are considering making an adjustment in your sacred practice, it might be time to do so, provided that you don't dismiss the gains that you have already made with your current practice, and you remember that sometimes small changes can have big effects. Ritual and magic practice with clear intent to be of service to the highest good and to manifest through unconditional love accelerates your power and growth, particularly when it is based on what your heart truly desires. It might be about connecting more with your body, about stilling your mind or expressing your voice or creativity. An example of a practice is outlined now, but it is simply an example. As long as your practice includes invocation or prayer to divine forces or unconditional love, provides a structure through which divine energy can flow, and it feels natural and right for you, then it will work for you. Please note that if you have pulled the Pillar of Light card together with this one card, including that card, the ritual as the heart of your practice is recommended at this time. So, Scorpio, what I got from that is, beyond all the ritual magic type, it is about using your belief system. So your God, your universe, whatever you pray to, is telling you to come into yourself. As you want to heal emotionally, you're going to need to come into some sort of practice. As it says, nobody can do that just by saying, okay, I want to do it. How do you do it? Well, some people pray about it. Some people meditate. So you have to find your outlet. That's what I've really got from that. You have to find your outlet that helps you connect back to your emotions if you are emotionally blocked. This is not for everybody, but for those of you who are feeling an emotional blockage, something where you are dealing with some emotions where it just came out of nowhere and you don't know how to deal with it. You don't know why you mad, you jealous, you angry, emotions. You know what I mean by emotions. What is making you mad? What is bothering you all the time? And how do you deal with those and make yourself feel good again? So this is what this is telling you it's time for with this oracle message to you, Scorpio. It's time for you to deal with those emotions. Find you a channel or a support system that allows you to practice dealing with it over and over again until you master dealing with your emotions, or else it's going to stay blocked. It's going to stay the same. And that's not what you want. What you want is to get to your happiness. What you want is to move forward. This is what's blocking you, dealing with your emotions. And it's telling you, find a way. If you need to go to church, if you need to pray, whatever you need to do to make yourself feel. That's what the card was giving you. That's what the oracle message was giving you. Practice something that helps you, because you can't make that move on your own just by saying, I want to, okay, my emotions, I'm dealing with them. How are you dealing with them? What outlet, what channel, as it said, are you using to gain strength? Because you need strength from a higher source sometimes. If you're not calling on any type of strength outside of yourself, a support system around you, people that can keep you strong and keep you positive and focused on just really going inside, like that medicine woman card was very important for you. With releasing all of those old emotions that have you not able to deal emotionally in your current situation. It's about healing those things. Once you do, you set your happiness, you toasting, you rejoicing, your love is there, your money is there, all your happiness is there because you went inside and unblocked the thing that was blocking that energy flow of you being able to be emotionally stable. Okay, Scorpio, that is a deep message for you, and that is what this eclipse is going to bring a change in. I'll put one more clarifier for you, close it out, because I'm just feeling like that message is very deep right there. This is what it's about. This is the flipper that I said was, if it's meant to be, it was going to come back out, that doubt card. That's all it is about, your mindset, changing your mindset when it comes to dealing with your emotions. Stop doubting them. Stop making excuses for them, because you are protected. You are protected. Go in there and deal with your emotions, Scorpio. It's okay. You are protected. Once you release, like that access card shows you, once you smash those 5 things, those 2 bowls of water are your steady, stable emotions that are left. And once you are stable emotionally, the world's yours. All happiness is yours. So that is a deep message for you, Scorpio, on this new moon coming up on July 12th. I hope you have an amazing week, and it's going to take some honesty for you. It's going to be some emotions flying, but you can do this. You can deal with this. You can find that support system that you need to go in and heal those emotions, because you're strong sign, Scorpio, and you have a lot of feelings, sometimes almost fire-like to me for a water sign. But it has to have the right balance for you to find happiness in your life. So go get your happiness, Scorpio, but it's going to come emotionally for you when you receive that emotional stability and fulfillment in your life. All right, till next time. All my information is in the description box below. I forgot to do all that at the beginning of the reading, but check my webpage out if you want a personal reading, www.divinitygems.com, and check out my blog. All right, have a good one.